Okay, quiz 5 of 5 for this section. The first point is, if a buyer asks you about development on property near your listing and you have no actual knowledge of surrounding development, you should offer to get specific information or direct the buyer to a reliable source of information. This is true. Yet my personal advice for you is anytime you got a question like that, crime, school districts, those lanes can change often about school districts, information about building in the surrounding area. Great to go and find specific information, yes, but I would say provide the source, don't be the source. So know the answer, but I think a next great step is give your clients that source and let them do their due diligence as well. That way they're hearing it from a different source instead of just on you. That way, if you were told that nothing was going to be built behind you, and then time goes on and something is built behind that property, your buyers got the information from maybe the zoning department of the city, not just you. They understand how the process works. So that's my provide the source, don't be the source, but it is a true statement. The next one is the requirement for accuracy in written agreements extends only to sales contracts and not to listing agreements. This one is absolutely false. It kind of cracks me up. A contract is a contract. It doesn't matter what it is. Accuracy is still something that we need to be mindful of. So that one is false. Next, we have the preamble to the Code of Ethics established ideals for which all realtors should strive. This is true. And again, we did a nice, healthy review of all the key points of that preamble that you really should keep in mind for your business and how we work with each other. The fourth one, articles of the Code of Ethics are the broadest statements of ethical principles and standards of practice. Support, interpret, and amplify the articles in which they are stated. This is true. This is true. Ethics is a guide, right? Yet it's always subject to interpretation. Law is black and white. Ethics can sometimes be a little bit more gray. And the Code of Ethics, its attempt is to get us all on the same page. Yet I do know that sometimes they can be interpreted a little bit differently. So articles of the Code of Ethics are the broadest statements of ethical principles and standards of practice. Support, interpret, and amplify the articles under which they are stated. Wow, that feels like a big run-on sentence, but it is true. The last one is advertising is not regulated by the Code of Ethics. This is false. We actually talked about advertising a little bit ago in one of the other quiz sections about puffing or misleading statements. So advertising is regulated. This statement is actually false. So again, it is time to test your memory for quiz number 5.